Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Takshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Leela, the lifetime story of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Antya Leela is the last part. In chapter 1, 99th shloka, is a beautiful verse by Rupa Goswami. Tunde Tandavini Ratim Vitanute Tundavali Labdhaya Karna Krodha Kadambini Ghatayate Karnara Budhe Vyaspruham Cheta Prangana Sangini Vijayate Sarvendriyanam Krutim No Jano Janita Ki Abdhir Amrutai Krishneti Varnadvayi. Rupa Goswami is saying, I do not know how much nectar the two syllables Krishna have produced. Two syllables means Krish and Na. How much nectar has been produced by these two words? When the holy name of Krishna is chanted, it appears to dance within the mouth, on the tongue. We then desire many tongues. When that name enters the holes of the ears, Karnendriya, we desire many millions of ears to hear them. And thus, through the tongue, through the ears, when the holy name enters the courtyard of the heart, it dances there jubilantly. And this conquers the activities of my mind. And therefore, all my senses, which are otherwise engaged in thinking of sense gratification, they become inert. It's a very thought-provoking verse, a statement made by Rupa Goswami. Person like Rupa Goswami is relishing or experiencing unlimited ocean of nectar when he utters the holy name of Krishna. Then he desires millions of tongues to chant the holy name. Then the holy name enters in the ears, and then he desires that millions of ears, I want to hear the holy name. I want to hear it by millions of names. Why only 2 ears? And through the tongue and the ears, the holy name enters the heart. And there in the courtyard of heart, the holy name dances in ecstasy. That means we enjoy, we experience the ecstasy of the dancing of the holy name, capturing the mind completely. Why this does not happen to us? It's the same holy name. We also have been given the tongue. We also have been given the ears. We also have the heart and mind. But we seem to be getting bored when we chant the holy name. We seem to be having a burden of chanting the 16 rounds. We do not desire more than 2 years. Even those 2 years are also sleeping. They are also not hearing. And the mind is busy in thinking of so many things. The reason behind us not experiencing the ocean of nectar that is described here is our engagement into activities of material pleasure. Selfish, material, sensual pleasures enjoyed with our senses. Our senses are, oriented towards the objects of their enjoyment. For example, the tongue is oriented towards the food, eyes are oriented towards the beauty, ears are oriented towards the good praises and good words that we want to hear. Genitals are thinking of enjoying with opposite sex, and so on and so forth. And these engagements or entanglements or asakti in the objects of our senses, they serve us like ropes, tightly binding us. And when we, from the power of satsang and power of hearing from the devotees, we want to enter now to the ocean of nectar, to dive deep, then these ropes, which are tightly binding us, they pull us behind. They do not allow us to enter the nectar of the holy name. As much as we have asakti towards material life and material enjoyments, to that extent we are unable to enter the mystery of the nectarian ocean of the holy name. And by associating with devotees, when we practice detachment, it is not artificial. Naturally, when we put efforts, and naturally when we get detached, gradually, one by one, slowly, then that much proportionately we are allowed to enter the ocean of the holy name. And the idea is not to give up our activities altogether. The idea is to give up the attachment to the activities. The idea is to give up the attachment to the materialistic, selfish activities and to attach ourselves to the activities done for the pleasure of Krishna. When these things are not balanced, we only want to give up, we become very dry. And that doesn't allow us to enter the nectar of the holy name. We need to serve Sri Krishna. We need to serve the devotees of Krishna. We need to chant the holy name while doing these two things. And then we balance the detachment by the attachment of Krishna. And when the attachment of Krishna becomes more than the detachment of the worldly activities, then actually the soul, ourselves, we are allowed to enter in the depths and the expanse of the ocean of the nectar of the holy name. So let us all pray. It is only our selfish engagement in the material world that is preventing us like ropes from entering into the ocean. Let us sever the attachments one by one, gradually, with efforts, with determination, with consistency, by regularly hearing. And when gradually we get the nooses or the ropes, they become loosened, then we are let loose to dwell, to dive into the deep ocean of the nectar of the holy name. It is not impossible. Rupa Goswami, when he says, it is not impossible poetic statement. It is a realistic statement. Pure devotees do enjoy, do relish this nectar daily. They are also offering us, please come. But because we don't give up our selfish materialistic activities, we are ourselves preventing ourselves to enter the ocean. So today morning I was praying to Mother Ganga, please sever the attachments, not by abandoning the duties, but by developing attachment to Krishna, to the lotus feet of Krishna. The way Mother Ganga is running constantly without hindrance, without any stoppage, constantly running towards the ocean. Gangaugham, constantly running, incessantly. Let my mind run towards Krishna. Let my mind like to think about Krishna. Let my mind engage the senses in service to Krishna and his devotees. Then gradually, automatically, naturally, we will develop more attachment, more and more attachment to the holy name of the Lord. And we will naturally lose the attachment. It is not easy to lose the attachments or sever the attachments. Our attachments to the material world can be severed only by positive attachment to Krishna and his devotees. Let us not be artificial. Let us replace our attachments to the objects of Krishna, to the service of Krishna. And the easiest way is to listen to the pastimes of the Lord regularly and chant the holy name along with serving the devotees. When we hear the nectarian pastimes of the Lord, naturally attraction develops. Vasudeva Katharuchi. When that develops, then the ocean is open for us. Otherwise, the ocean is right in front of us, but no entry for us. We are prohibited. Nishiddha, Pravesh Nishedha. Let us all pray. Let us all pray for each other. Let us serve each other and be eligible to enjoy or relish the oceanic nectar of the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you very much.